Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi Stadium. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Returnable from the 1. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Take off.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Chase Young bringing him down there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Trap 60, trap 60.
First down throw by Purdy. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, with a big gain on that play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Cowboy 80.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Come on, set. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
From the gun is Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And set for a 1st and 10.
Ready. Top below 18. Hut, hut.
Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
Ready up.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's going to throw this one. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, you're making your coordinator a little bit nervous, man. When you take a sack down in this area of the field, you are playing with absolute fire. And you know what else? Kind of light a fuse on that other side and that defense, too.
He gets it away now from his own end zone. Fair catch taken. Not the punt that they were looking for. Excellent field position awaits. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the 49ers are set up quite well for their next possession. First and 10 from the 41.
Let's go now.
They'll run it from the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Motioning him from the slot right. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Play stopped by Damone Clark. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And he's got a free play here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. The deep shot connects on the free play and makes for a very easy decline of that offsides flag. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Go!
They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Okay, break!
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi's Stadium.
Let's go!
Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers sent up inside the red zone.
Check go!
Looking to throw, Purdy. Catch is made in close.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Ready?
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Set! Half the 60, half the 60. Mustang 19. Ready?
Now Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get the game's first points here in the second. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? Throwing from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy looking to throw. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Purdy throwing here. Completed to his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Huh.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Got for big yards on the right side. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throw left side, complete.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 4. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's go. Go.
On first down, they'll run. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They send a man in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He's got a man left. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Eagles looking at 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. They'll throw it again. This is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. The rookie out of Miami with the pick. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Come my team! Come my team! Take go!
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Hits his tight end on the corner route. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I love throwing that 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, shot! Ready?
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hits his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
Here we go! Go!
A give now from the gun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Intercepted in the end zone. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to push one deep down the big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Take go.
First down throw by Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Returnable from the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
He's going deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the 49ers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Ready? Go!
Purdy on 1st down. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the gun is Purdy. He has the 1st over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They connect on the deep shot. He has the San Francisco touchdown. 3 touchdown catches in 1 game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they can find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Looking right, and he finds him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And they pick him off again. And the 49ers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 79 Bronco.
Now Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again.
McPherson set to kickoff.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there.
At their own 39-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
19. Go. 19 Lion. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Set.
Pass play now. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he gets the feet down too. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Ready. Check smash. Check smash.
Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd and 11. Buys time, rolling right. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Hey, you'll often hear me talk about setting an edge. Well, think of it this way as well, especially with a bootleg. You want to be like the jaws of a defense. You want to just keep him inside. Get those jaws a-closing, and there's no escape valve for the QB then.
Prater puts it through. And that lowers the gap to 25 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Right, ready to send this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 9-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. New set of downs for him at the 38. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Brian Brzee on the stop. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's 49ers football, and they are hurting for points. They start this quarter with a huge lead. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. This one's caught. Touchdown, San Francisco! As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay, break.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Throwing now off play action. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles making the scoreboard look a touch better. Right on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles will trail by 25.
32. Eagles 17.
Right, ready to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Get up.
Running it now out of the gun. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
He throws a bullet to the center of the... That's grabbed inside the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
79 Broncos.
First down throw by Purdy. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers keep running away with this. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Return starts at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Go.
Dropping back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Let's go.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll throw it again. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go street.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Eagles hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining.
Ready, set.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready. Check smash. Check smash. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Street. Street. Check go.
Back to throw, needing a first. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Ready, ready.
Trying the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
The drive picks up here. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go. Set. Let's go.
Right up the gut.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Here we go.
They give it to him again. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Ready.
From the gun is Purdy. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
60 Eagle. 18 Pioneer.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He has the San Francisco touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. You got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.